Hey everyone, I'm going to do a quick energy check-in today for those of you who are in connections that are not in union. Maybe you were dumped, maybe you were broken up with, maybe you were ghosted. This is a connection wherein your person, keep in mind roles can be reversed in these readings, but for the majority of you, it was your person who ended things, okay? It's going to be different for everyone how it was ended, but it was their decision to end things. Okay, so we're going to see how they're feeling, okay, and what their intentions are. This is how they're feeling. They're feeling afraid. Okay, so this connection is not over. They don't want it to be over, regardless of what they said, and regardless for how long you guys haven't been speaking. Some of you, it could be months or even a couple of years. Okay, they're feeling fearful, scared, terrified. Okay, when I ask why, we've got abandoned. Okay, so your person left you out in the cold. It was their decision to break up with you. They know that they abandoned you, they left you out in the cold, and now they're the ones feeling it. They're feeling the repercussions of their actions. Okay, keep in mind, I am hearing this is not for everyone. Okay, some of you are going to want this to resonate, but it's not going to be for you. I just am being guided to say that. But anyway, your person had abandoned you. They broke up with you. Whatever they said, I'm not that into you. This isn't going to work or whatever. Some of you are even still actively blocked. Your person wants to return, and this is why they're afraid. Because, however they broke up with you, I mean, breakups are never fun or nice, right? But they're going to feel stupid. Okay, because they were like, I'm not that into you, I don't want to be with you. They're the ones who decided to end this, and now however much time has gone by, it's going to be different for everybody. They want to return. So this is throwing them into the dark night of the soul, which is a lot of depression. There's a lot going on below the surface that they're probably not showing to anyone, but they are having a very hard time. Okay, they're struggling with their ego and their pride and wanting you and missing you, but I've said this, so what can I do? I'm kind of stuck. Okay, that's how they're feeling. Let's see what their intentions are. Their intentions going, moving forward towards you. It says their intentions towards you over the next few weeks, couple of months. Now, I always say this in my personal readings. I try to say this here in collectives. Someone can have an intention to do something, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's what they're going to do. There's a lot of things that can hold us back from doing what we want. Our pride, our egos, inner childhood wounds, other people in our lives, life. You can intend to go to your favorite restaurant Friday after work with your bestie, and you get a migraine and have to go home because you don't feel good. That's life stepping in. Okay, so but these are your person's intentions. This is what they would like to do. This is what they're kind of planning on doing, and I do think this is probably what's going to happen. We've got the 10 of Cups, unfortunately, in the reverse. The 10 of Cups upright would be great. It would mean that they want to come towards you and they want to commit and they want to work on things, but this is in the reverse. So what I'm hearing is, although they know that you are their wish fulfillment, okay, you are their pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, they are not going to come towards you, and it's probably because of their ego. They're the ones who broke up, so their biggest fear is coming towards you and being like, hey, I miss you, I made a mistake, and you going, I thought, you could never speak to me again. Okay, when I ask why is the 10 of Cups here in the reverse, we've got inadequate. They don't feel good enough. They don't feel strong enough. Okay, it says worthless, incompetent, ill-equipped. Okay, it's also their ego. And I'm noticing, and I've used this deck many, many times, but I'm constantly talking about, growth and how, I'm big on analogies. So I'm like, you've got to climb to the top of the mountain. They don't feel like they can make it. See this car trying to climb this very steep hill with all of this in tow. The car is struggling. And so, this so often happens, especially with divine masculines, is that they are like, oh, screw it. I'm not even going to make it. My person is at the top of that mountain. I'm not even going to make it to base camp 1. So why bother? I can't do it. Okay? when in reality they can, but it's just too hard. Okay, so another clarifier here for this 10 of Cups in the reverse is communication. So your person is very stubborn about communication, and I think they also have a very hard time communicating. They know, with this inadequate card being here, they know that they're not the best communicators. They know also that this was their decision, and they said some probably very specific things to you about why this can't work, and how can they come back in again. We've got mask. They're not willing to take off their mask. Okay, they're not willing at this point to admit that they've made a mistake. Instead, they're just wallowing. I mean, this is not somebody having a fun time. Dark night of the soul is serious business. This is sleepless nights. This is crying. This is depression. This is, I'm very unhappy, but I'm not going to take my mask off and explain that I screwed up. Okay, so we've got mute. They're not going to come forwards. They're not going to come forward probably with any communication, even though this is how they're feeling. Okay? Notice how this mute card, the person has no face. They're not even wanting to go there when it comes to their mistakes and how they're feeling. Yes, they're feeling scared. They're feeling inadequate. They're feeling really bad. But they're trying everything not to even go there with themselves. They're not going to show it to you. Okay? Instead, they're going to play the victim. Okay? I couldn't possibly make it to the top of that mountain. There's no way I could do it, so I'm not even going to try. Poor me, woe is me. Even though they're the ones who did this, okay? This is Psych 101 here. They're not happy, so they're gonna be like, woe is me, victim, 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 okay? I don't know how this happened. Well, you decided, buddy. Okay? Romance Angel Oracles does say that this isn't over. Okay? There is going to be a reconciliation at some point, but guys, I wouldn't sit around and wait for it. I feel like if you wait, it's going to take longer for it to come. Okay? This is not over. Some of you need this confirmation, but I also hesitate to even show this card because some of you are going to use this as an excuse to hold on and wait. Thereby put yourself in victim mentality. And by you holding on and waiting, they're not going to come back in. Okay? Attraction. This is what you're being guided to do. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. This is actually my stop and smell the roses card. The girl is stopping and smelling the roses. This is about living in the present. So, okay, your person is not talking to you. It doesn't really matter if they want to. Actions speak louder than words. This is why I constantly tell people, get out of the 5D. Yeah, your person regrets it. Yeah, your person misses you. Yeah, your person loves you and they want to come back in. How's that working out for you? They're not even texting you, guys. So stop waiting. Instead, you're missing all of these roses in your life because you're spending all of this time, whether you're watching a bunch of readings, whether you're going to a bunch of different psychics, whether you're laying in bed daydreaming, whether you're connecting in the 5D, whatever it is, I feel like you, viewer, are missing so many roses because you're so focused on this connection, okay? You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. The more you focus on the blessings and the roses and the good things in your life, and enjoy those things, the faster your person's going to come in. Whereas if you're waiting, you're being stuck in victim mode, and two victims aren't going to be able to ever climb that mountain together, okay? So let's see what the Wisdom of the Oracle says. Yeah. First card out is New Life in the reverse. This is a clear message to me that it is not time. It's not even 1/4 time for you guys to get back together yet, okay? Your person isn't even remotely ready, and guess what? You aren't either. You may think you are. You may be more ready than they are. More ready. Maybe readier. I don't really know. But anyway, you're not ready. Doesn't matter how much you feel you're ready. This connection is not ready. That's what the divine is saying. It's not time. It's not even close to being time yet, okay? You're not going to get what you want. This card says not for you. Now, this does not mean that this is not your divine counterpart. This is not your twin flame. This is not your soulmate. That's not what this card is saying. This card is saying you are not going to get what you want right now. It's just not going to happen. You've got two cards clearly saying what you want is going to be denied you right now. And you are being guided to look at this rejection as God's protection. Looking at it as, okay, the reason why it's not happening is because I'm being protected from something, or there's something better coming, okay? But you need to not focus on the disappointment of not being able to get what you want. Focus on the things that you do have, okay? Blessed in the reverse, this is not saying the relationship is not blessed, has nothing to do with that. This card in the reverse is saying to be who you need to be, you can no longer do what you did. So again, I'm also feeling like this is a pattern, probably. So again, I'm feeling like a divine counterpart, probably connection that's been on again, off again. To be who you need to be and to be able to get to where you need to be and where you want to be, you can no longer do what you did. I'm hearing waiting. You gotta stop waiting. You know they're coming back in. But if you wait, they're going to come back in for a short time and then leave out again, and you're going to be disappointed. You're being guided to stop waiting. What you need to do is totally and completely surrender to spirit. TikTok, you're having a hard time doing that. Talks about divine timing, okay? When this card comes out in the reverse, it's like you're nervous that your dreams are taking too long to manifest, or that the divine isn't going to bring you exactly what you want, okay? So you're trying to do it by yourself. You're struggling. You're trying. Your motive in a reading. Like if I were to give you a free reading, or if you were sitting in front of me and you said, "Luna, help me out here. What do I need to know?" It wouldn't be, "What do I need to know?" It would be, "What do I need to know to get my person to come back?" You see what I'm saying? That's your goal. Get my person to come back. Your goal isn't universe, divine, source, help. What is meant for me? Do you see what I'm saying? Come to the edge in the reverse. This talks about fear. You're being asked to look at fear as false evidence appearing real. Fear is leading you into places you don't need to go. Probably afraid that this is over forever. Okay? Probably afraid that if you let go and you stop holding on and you don't try and you really let go, and you walk away from this person, that'll be it and you'll never see them again. That's a fear that has to be faced, guys. So what if you never hear from them again? Do you want a relationship where you have to do all the work? It's okay to be afraid, but courage needs to be summoned, okay? You need to face that fear. Finishing up with the Divine Feminine Healing deck, we've got Promise. I will not settle for crumbs. I deserve a great love in this lifetime. And that's all you've been getting from this person. When things are good, you're still getting crumbs. Some of you are getting staley, moldy crumbs. Waiting. Rather than waiting on another to change, I make the changes within myself so that I may have these things reflected back to me. Waiting is keeping you stuck. Equality. If someone cannot reciprocate my same efforts, I do not continue to try harder. I take it as a sign that we may not be on the same page at this time. Okay, if someone is not reciprocating where you're at or what you're giving, if there is not equality, reciprocity here, guys, you've got to walk away. Breathing room. I trust the process of divine timing, and I trust the divine. If you truly trust the divine, then you're not trying to do all of these things. That's what you need to be focusing on. You need to be focusing on, how do I get to the place where I can surrender and trust the divine so I don't feel like ick and I'm not freaking out and running around with a chicken with my head cut off. Okay? I hope this was helpful. Let me know how it resonates. I'm sending you all lots of love and light. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.